Okay, so it's Fat Cap Chef, and we're going to do barbecue steak baguette with fried onions. So let's get started. Back a little bit. So I've got doing this for 3 people, so I've got 3 little steaks. You can use any steaks you like. These have to be fillet, but you can use rump, you can use sirloin. I'd like to just remove the outside bits of fat on here, just trim it up so with a sharp knife. Just down the outside, you can almost peel it off. There we go. You don't really want to be biting down on tough bits of skin. There we go. And this one's got a similar bit on the outside edge. 2 seconds to do. End up with a much better result. This one is actually not too bad. It's got a little bit on the outside there. So that's my steaks ready. Just a quick wash of the hands. Now we're just going to put together a quick barbecue sauce that we can marinate our steaks in. So a bowl. So I've got some soft brown sugar. You can use demerara sugar. Soft brown sugar I find is best. And I'm going to take a normal dessert spoon you've got. And I put 1, 2, 3. So roughly about 1 spoon per steak, with a little bit extra. I'm then going to use the essential ingredient, which is ketchup. And we're going to go slightly more on the ketchup. Just going to give it a good spurt. 1, 2, 3. These are big heaped dessert spoons, sorry, 4. So just over 4 of those. Then to give it a little bit of saltiness, we've got some soy sauce. I'm just going to do 1 soy sauce. Just takes away some of that sweetness. And then I've got some ground ginger. I use a teaspoon for this. I'm going to put 1. This gives a little bit of heat to the sauce. 2. So 1 teaspoon per steak. 3 heaped teaspoons of ginger. There we go. Now, just with this, mix it up to create a paste. Like this. All those ingredients are nicely put together. You get a lovely dark, rich barbecue sauce. Now, what I want to do is I want to marinate the steaks. Marinate them for about an hour in the fridge. If you haven't got time, don't worry too much, but just means they absorb some of the flavour. So I've got myself a bowl. I'll pop the steaks in there. Put 2 in to begin with. Spoon over the marinade. There we go. Smooth it over with the back of the spoon. And lift it up a bit, some underneath. And the third one, plop it on the top. And that's the marinade. I'll leave a little bit left over just for later when we're cooking. So that is now lovely barbecue-y steak marinating. I'm just going to pop that in the fridge now for about an hour, and then we'll be back. Okay, so the steak is now marinated, and I've got a frying pan on high heat, heating up nicely. So we're just going to prep some onions. So I've got 1 onion here, 1 large onion for 3 people. Chop the ends off. There we go. Then bridge and through the middle, not quite all the way through. Open it up, peel off the outer skin. We don't want. There we go. A little bit left on there. Same on this side. Just peels off. There we go. This is just a normal white onion. Get rid of that. That's the bin. Okay, so now we're going to slice the onion. So it's the bird grip, so thumb behind, fingers bent over, knife runs down here, so we can't cut ourselves. We're going to cut it nice and thin. Slices of onion. There we go. Get to the last few bits. Bridge either side. Go. Let's do the other half, same thing. Thumb behind, run down. Cut them nice and thin, they'll crisp up, cook quite quickly. Bridge again for the end piece. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a second. So let's go over to the pan. So over here we have our heated up pan and we have our steak. I'm just going to take the steak and I'm just going to take some of the marinade off the outside of it. It's got sugar in it, so it will burn if you're not too careful. Just going to drop this into this pan. I'm going to do it for 1 minute on either side, so I'm going to be quick with these next two pieces. Okay. As you'll see, there was no oil in this pan when it was put in, and no oil at all. No need to put oil in. Cooking it for 1 minute on each side. So that's for a steak that is about a centimetre to 2 centimetre thick, which is kind of standard size really, thickness for a steak. So we're doing it for 1 minute. I'm going to turn it over. There we go. A little bit of pepper in this now. 1 minute on, turn it over. This is the first one. See it's browned. Another 1 minute. A little bit before to it. Okay, so once we're doing it for a minute, we're then going to do it for just 2.5 minutes on either side. So 2.5 minutes per side. That's all we're going to do. Okay, so turning over now. Okay. So 2.5 minutes, turn it over, 2.5 minutes. Okay, so now we've taken the steak out of the pan, sitting here. I'm just going to wrap it up in some foil, keep it warm. I'm going to rest it for about 5 minutes. That's all. Now I've got the pan, I've cleaned it up a little bit. Do remember to take out most of the marinade, otherwise it will char on the outside. You want some, but not too much. So make sure you've wiped off most of your marinade before you put it in the pan. You can always reserve the marinade later to use as a sauce on your baguette. So now I'll just put a little bit of oil in here. I'm heating this up. And we take our onions that we sliced and drop those in. There we go. these will cook pretty quickly. They've been cooked quite thin. So by the time these are cooked, the steak will have rested and we'll be ready to construct our lovely barbecue steak baguette. Okay, so that's 5 minutes, and as you can see, these onions are now beautifully cooked. So we're going to take everything over and prepare our baguette. So we're over here, back at the surface. My steak in the foil is rested for 5 minutes, and I've prepared a baguette here. So chopped through it, not all the way through, so you create a little parcel. So that's ready to go. So now it's the chopped steak. So I'll take a piece of steak. And it's rested, so we've got the juices have come out nicely. I was going to cut some beautiful thin slices. There we go. So you can see, I'll show you, this is lovely medium rare beef with that lovely charred edge to it, gives it that extra bit of flavour. Cutting it quite thin, you get lots out of a steak if you cut it nice and thin like this. Here we go. So now we construct. So we have our baguette here. I put the steak in first. Drop it down here. There we go. Then I'll take a little bit of the reserved sauce from the marinade and just use that as a little bit of extra flavour. And we'll top it with some onion. And there we have it. Beautiful barbecue steak baguette. So if you like it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back soon.